All right, hey guys. So welcome to Team Purpose John's weekly team call. Today is February 15th. Hope you guys had an awesome Valentine's Day. I am really excited tonight because we're doing something different that we've actually never done before. And this is going to be extremely helpful and valuable to everybody because we are either all new or we are coaches who are always bringing on new coaches onto our teams. And one of the biggest things that people always ask and say is, like, how can I help my newer coaches having success? Or, like, how are your new coaches having so much success and, like, actually getting people signed up and rank advancing and, like, hitting Success Club? Like, what are they doing to have success? Or you might be a newer coach who's watching like another newer coach who signed up at the same exact time as you, and you're watching them have success and you're like what are they doing? Like, am I missing something here? And so tonight I thought it would be really, really helpful and really valuable to have four of the newer coaches on the team actually share a little bit about themselves and their journey, like who they are, when they signed up to be a coach, and how and what they're doing to have success in their business, because these coaches are absolutely killing it right now. So I hope everybody's on that I asked to speak. Oh, Jesus. I think we're missing somebody. We'll see. Anyways, so before I turn it over to some of our speakers and introduce you to them, I wanted to go over just a couple of announcements really quickly. So first of all, rank advancements, guys. I saw some rank advancements in the team page today. We had some new Emerald coaches pop, which I'm really pumped up about. And I literally can't talk today, guys. I've been stuttering all day long. I don't know what is wrong with me. But becoming an Emerald coach means that you have helped two people get started on their health and fitness journey, and they've signed up to go into the system as a coach. It doesn't mean that they are necessarily active coaches like us, but they could simply be in there taking advantage of the discount. And that's how you become an Emerald coach. And it's one of the most important ranks, believe it or not, that you can get to in this business, because once you become an Emerald coach, not only can you collect the commission from the people who you've helped get started on their journey, but you can now collect cycle bonus income. And that is the income, guys, that you all want and need in your life, because that over time is what compounds and leads to residual income. That ends up being your main source of income, like your big money for you down the road, where you can actually go away on vacation for like 2 weeks or take a maternity leave for however long you want, and you don't have to worry about getting anybody signed up for a challenge pack. Your paychecks will still keep coming in every week, and they'll be higher and higher because of you collecting team cycle bonuses and them compounding over time. So if you had an Emerald coach pop, I think it was Courtney. Okay, I'll introduce mine first so that Courtney can introduce hers after. But I am so pumped up. I wanted to congratulate my new coach, Candy Moore. She is totally killing it in this business, guys. Like, when I talk about like coming into this business and really thinking like an entrepreneur and acting like an entrepreneur and being resourceful and having that vision, but not only having that vision, actually going and sitting down and taking that action every single day, the right action steps to build your business, being committed, really being committed, even though you don't really know how you're going to make it work, you are 150% committed. And that was Candy since day one. Like, she literally bought her summit ticket. She's like, I'm in this for the long haul. I wrote it in my post today, but my favorite thing that she said to me the other night when we were talking was that she totally gets that this is not a quick fix. This is not going to happen overnight. She knows it's going to take time, and she's going to be patient, but that's okay. She's okay with that. She's in here for the long haul. So she bought her summit ticket. She is an Emerald coach today. So congratulations, Candy. And she is ripping and roaring and ready to go. And it's going to be crazy to see what she does with this business. I know it's going to be amazing. So awesome work. All right, Courtney, do you want to go ahead and congratulate your Emerald?
Yes. Hi, guys. So Stella hit Emerald today. Stella is doing amazing. I don't know if she's on. She might be at dance. She's a full-time teacher. She teaches dance. She has like every hobby in the world, and she's still crushing it. So yay.
Yay!
She
Congratulations.
listens to recordings, so she'll be able to hear it.
Yes, definitely. Congratulations, Stella. She's doing amazing. And it's funny because every month we run these coach basics for new coaches. And she's always in the group, guys. Like, sometimes like you sign up somebody and they're a new coach and they're all in it. And then all of a sudden it's like sometimes they drop off the face of the earth. And Stella was one of those coaches who was in there all the time, asking questions, engaging. She was on all the calls. So I was like, that's a good sign. She's going to go far with this. So awesome work, guys. Also wanted to welcome in any new coaches to the team. I know one of my new coaches, Melissa's on. I just actually talked to her on the phone. So welcome to our team. These are our team calls that we do every week on Thursdays. You're going to love it. You guys are going to love being a part of this team. It's amazing. And the group of people in the community is just, it's not like anything else that you could ever experience. Everyone is so positive and uplifting, and it's just awesome to be around people like that every day. So I will stop talking. Last thing, Team Cup month. You guys are totally killing it as a team. You guys are going way above and beyond. Like, I can tell everyone has pushed the gas, really working closely to help as many people get started on their health and fitness journey as possible. So be proud of that. Keep working together with your teams. Keep being a support system. Keep, meeting and having calls and talking on your message threads. And even if you're not in a Team Cup team, still make it your goal to help 3 to 5 people this month get started on their health and fitness journey so that you can get that momentum going in this business. Because once you get that momentum going, guys, you are going to be totally obsessed with this and totally addicted. So I'm going to stop right now. And we have 4 coaches tonight who I asked to share their journey, share what's working. They're going to talk for like no more than 10 minutes apiece, and it's going to be really helpful. So I hope that you guys brought your pens and pencils and all that jazz and are ready to learn. So I asked Christy, I have Dana, Jackie, and Candy. They are both, all 4 of them are going to be sharing their journey, how they got started, and then a little bit about like what they're doing is actually working. Because people who come right on and they start having success like that right away, it's like, who are these people? They're totally rocking it out. They need to share with the team like now. So I will start with, I'll unmute you, Christy, since I kind of told you anyways earlier, you're going to go first.
All right.
This is really, they're being very brave, okay? And this takes a lot of courage to talk on the first team call. But this is going to seriously light a fire in them, guys. Like, they're not going to be able to sleep after this. Like, I seriously remember speaking on my first call and sharing, and they're going to be fired up, and they're going to feel like they're on top of the world. And that nervous, like, sick feeling is good. Like, you want to feel like that in this business. And if you don't, you're way too comfortable. It's time to break that comfort zone. So I will turn it over to you, Christy. If you could just kind of introduce yourself a little bit, when you got started, and then share like some tips about what you're doing to have success, that would be awesome.
Okay. Well, my name is Christy, and my coach is Amy Davis, and I know you're on. Hi, Amy. Amy let me in her challenge group about 1.5 years ago, and I didn't even have Beachbody at all. I had all the DVDs, but I didn't want to commit to Beachbody On Demand. There was no way I was becoming a coach at all. In fact, I was convinced I wasn't going to do it. So a year goes by, and I'm in the challenge group, and I loved it. I mean, these were my people. Everyone was excited. They were doing the same things I was. And I'm like, you know what? Why am I following this group when I can help her lead this group? So December, January comes around, and I'm like, all right, Amy, I'm ready. So I just kind of took it and I ran with it. She's been an inspiration to me since I started that long ago. So it's been awesome since then. So I've been doing this for about 6 weeks now. And one of the things that, well, first I want to thank you for having me on. This is really nice. It's an honor. I'm nervous and excited. I've never done anything like this before. I'm on my phone because I don't have a computer that works. or an iPad. So I'm holding my phone in the air, and I always drag along with me a notebook because I don't even have an office, but that's okay. It's going to change. So anyway, what I learned is that what I tell my kids is listen twice as much as you speak. And I tell them smart people listen. So we have all these tools, we have all these coaches, we have Beachbody 411, the champions page, and I'm still getting familiarized with all that. But every spare moment I get, I am on those pages while I'm putting my makeup on, while I'm getting ready for the day. I'm going back and listening to archived chats. Anything I can do that will help me excel in this business, that's what I'm doing right now, because they've done it all. So I want to learn from them, and I want to learn what they did. It makes it easier. I really don't have to do any guesswork. There's no guesswork at all when other people have done it before you, and you're just following their instructions and their direction. It's actually kind of easy when it comes like that. Another thing that I did is I knew that I only had a certain amount of time I'd be able to work on this. And we're supposed to invite 5 people a day to a challenge group. I invited 40 in one day, just like you did, Kathy. We were just talking about that today. And I started a group online, and I called it Beachbody Defined. And that let me talk to a larger audience at one time. And I could tell them about Beachbody On Demand, about Shakeology and why it's so important, all of the different aspects of Beachbody, the accountability group, the coaches that will help you through this. So I reached a large audience, and I ran this group for 7 days. So every day I would post about 3 to 5 times. I didn't want to be too overwhelming, but it was awesome. So towards the end, I would private message every single person that I invited. I was making sure that they were in the group, if they had any questions, and I asked them when they were ready to start. And closing for me is really, really hard, and I am working on it, and that's what makes me uncomfortable right now, but I will overcome that. The more confident I get in this business, the easier it is for me. I really believe in this company. It works. And I love it. I love what it did for me. I can see what it's doing for other people. I'm very, very passionate about it. I want to help people feel the way I do right now about themselves. There's nothing like it. When you start getting confident and you feel stronger every day, it's just an amazing feeling. And I want everyone to feel like this. So when it comes down to that, it's actually kind of easy because you're just sharing your passion. And they say, let your passion become your inspiration. And that's what I'm doing. Also, personal development is huge. Tell everyone to pick up a book. I think that the Beachbody Bible right now is Push by Chalene Johnson. I think everyone's read that. You Are a Badass. I'm reading that right now. I love it. I mean, that's like my soulmate book. So I have 3 books I'm reading right now. They say read 1, I'm reading 3. But that has helped me overcome a lot of adversities. I've lost some friends doing this program, and you know what? I'm losing friends, but because I'm losing friends, it's making more room for other people to come in. So it's okay. I'm all right with that. And I was also listening to, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. It was just the call that was on last week, and I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. But she said you can't say the wrong thing to the right person.
Oh, Keisha Fitzgerald.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I got so much out of that call. That was amazing. So I'm taking that to heart. I'm trying to be a little bit more authentic. But you know what? I think that the best thing you tell your people is just go for it. And if this is your passion, if this is truly what you want to do, the answers come to you, and it actually becomes easy. But it is a lot of hard work, and it does take a lot of time, but you have all the tools.
That was perfect. You didn't even sound nervous at all. I can't, there's no way that was your first time talking on a call, really?
I've talked on phone calls before, but never face to face.
You did awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I am so thankful that you were willing to actually share with the team because,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah, like I did a call today with her, and I just love it because you can tell like when somebody is really enthusiastic and like obsessed with what they're doing and they really, really love it. And that's the thing with no matter what you do in life, like you have to love it to do really, really well with it. And she truly loves this. Like you can clearly see and hear the passion when she talks. And I really loved the tip that you gave about how basically you have like a 7-day info group. That's really helpful. So real quick before I turn it over to somebody else, do you ask people if they just want to be added to it? Is that what you do? Like when you're
yes. What I do is I private message anyone that I saw liking my posts, or people who have approached me about what I'm doing and how I got this transformation. And I say, you know what, I'm starting a group online. Why don't you join it so you can get a little bit more information about what I'm doing and what this program is that I have done and that I'm still doing. It is amazing. That's only a week. And I tell them there's no obligation. Just pop in and out when you want to. And then now I have about 53 people in that group. And I'm going to be posting a little bit here and there just to keep them present. Even the people who say no, because I got a lot of no's, a lot, but that's okay.
That's okay. Every no turns into a yes down the road, guys. So
it will.
When you get no's. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Christy.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. So I jotted down a couple of notes from her. The free group that she runs, that's a really fantastic idea. It's like for anybody really, new coach, veteran coach. And I love how she talked about how much she loves this and how she's eager to learn, you know, and not just sit there and learn and then not actually take action and apply, but she's learning and she's being a sponge and she wants to learn from the people who are doing it right and who are having success. And then she takes what she's learned and she's applying it to her business and she's seeing success. So take her advice with the personal development, guys, and make sure that you're doing that a little bit every day too. All right, the next coach that I would like to go to is Candy. So Candy is one of my brand new coaches, and she so kindly said that she would share with you guys tonight, and she's crushing it. Again, she's obsessed with the business too, guys. And let me unmute you, Candy, here so that you can turn it over. Yeah, if you could just like what Christy did, if you could just share, you know, when exactly you signed up so the team knows a little bit about yourself, and then some tips on what you're doing to have success. Like I shared at the beginning of the call, guys, she was an Emerald coach today. She signed up 3 people total so far, and she's just doing awesome. So whenever you're ready, thanks, Candy.
Okay, thanks. So I'm doing the best I can because my internet keeps crashing, but I also have you on the phone, so I may have to switch over to continue my conversation. But anyway, and I'm also recovering from an upper respiratory infection, so hopefully my voice lasts through this. So yeah. So anyway, I have been a coach for almost a month. Tomorrow will be a month. I am a school counselor by day for the past 10 years at a high school for that, you know, so it's kind of stressful sometimes. I'm in the middle of a divorce and I have custody of my 8-year-old who is like my world. So I found that things that you're passionate about, they're not random, you know, they're your calling. It's what you're supposed to be doing. So the reason that I decided to do this was obviously for myself and my daughter to better our future. I guess, you know, right before the divorce, I started the 21-day fix and was able to build confidence, kind of like what Christy was saying, that confidence that I was missing for so long after having a baby. You know, you're carrying around the extra weight and you just really want to get rid of that. And so I was able to lose about 20 pounds. So I was super excited about that. And then from that point, I was hooked on Beachbody and their products and everything. I've tried the Hammer and Chisel, and I loved Country Heat, although you know, it's just a fun thing. I didn't feel like I was working out. And then now I'm doing the 80-day obsession, so that's pretty awesome. So I want to help others find the same confidence that I found, just kind of like Christy was saying, that I'm a totally different person now than I was before I ever found Beachbody. So that's amazing. Life is not easy. Obviously, I've kind of told you what my struggles have been over the past year or two. And I want to be able to help other women, men, whoever, mostly in my group that I currently have are women, find that confidence as well. So, and I think the thing that stood out to me the most, someone told me that the most influential person that you talk to throughout the day is actually yourself. So just be careful what you're telling yourself. So I have a couple of notes here just in case I forgot what I wanted to say. So I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So as a school counselor, I always enjoy helping others. And so I'm extremely blessed to have the opportunity to combine my passion for helping others and my love for wanting to get in shape as well, all in one. So it's amazing. But anyway, so what I've been telling myself and what I've been doing is suspending the requirements of knowing how, because obviously this is all brand new to me. So, but we don't know anything until we try it. So, you know, knowing how to do something never actually accomplished it. It's the actions that you did. Like you're getting up in the morning and you're working out and you're making a plan to do something. You're contacting your people in your group and you're making sure that you're building that relationship with them and that they can come to you and they can trust you because they're not buying the product necessarily at first. They're buying your commitment to help them and be accountable with them and encourage them along the way. I've had so many people in my group this week just say, I can't do this. I've got this excuse or that excuse. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, one of the girls is having surgery and she's like, I'm having a total knee replacement. It's okay. You know, drink the Shakeology, work on your nutrition, and don't worry so much about the exercise right now. We'll get back at it after you're released from the doctor. So, so like you said, I have already committed to going to Summit, which I'm extremely excited about, but nervous at the same time because I've never traveled by myself. So it'll be fun. I am inviting, like I said, like crazy. Until the past 7 days, I guess, I didn't even have an Instagram account. So that is a new experience for me in itself, but I'm doing what I can. Trying to be a product of the product. I am making sure that I'm not only like talking the talk, but I'm walking the walk along with my challengers in my group. So in fact, people are watching. It doesn't really matter. Like you've said this, Kathy, I know before, that they're watching you. And I don't think I've ever told you this actually, but I watched you for over a year before I ever even signed up. I was in a challenge group a year ago and I was like, you know what? I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not participating. And look, here I am, like a coach now. So it's just funny how it comes around. And so I thought of this today. There are 3 seasons of timing for people. Obviously, that wasn't the timing for me then. So it's when they heard enough that they have to do something, when they learn enough that they want to do something, or when they receive enough that they're able to do something. So eventually, you know, that process with you and I, as oddly as this is, but I was able to make it my time. And you told me that before, like it's not always the right time. No is not no, it's just not right now. I think participating in these team calls has been helpful. Participating in the Team Cup has been helpful because it keeps me motivated. Like Christy said, watching YouTube videos and different calls. That's all I'm doing all the time. Like I was getting ready this morning. That's what I'm listening to on the way to work. That's what I'm listening to. It's just constantly what you're doing. I started the challenge group on my 2nd weekend. I had no idea what I was doing. I was telling my mom, I was like, well, you know, life's a dance, right? So I'm just going to figure this out as I go. So that's pretty much it. And obviously I've reached out to you like crazy. I told my mom I have a new best friend now. So anyway, and I have taken some time to write some handwritten notes and send people Shakeology samples. If they've posted in the group that they want to try it or they might be interested, I make sure that I order enough, you know, for the month and then send handwritten notes. So I think I've been working with a coach and she's, and you know, I've talked, but no one else knows this, but you and I have talked that she's not willing to commit yet to doing it because she doesn't have time. So sacrifice is not what I don't have time to do, but it's what I've chosen to do. So I don't like TV. I mean, I do, but I just don't watch it anymore. And so I don't remember really now what it's like not to watch TV. But then nothing significant comes from not sacrificing something. Like everything that I've ever done in my life, I've had to sacrifice something to get to where I want to be. So I've sacrificed the TV. I get up early. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. I know you said the other day you wanted to work out at 5:30. I'm up at 4:30. So hello, if you want to work out that early. And then I go to bed super late. But these are just things that I do right now because it's short term right now. once I'm able to quit my full-time job, then I can wake up at 6:30. Yeah, I know, right? So I've found, just the last few notes that I have here, I found in my group and life in general that we need to see people as they are, like those connections that we talked about. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but now you just blocked out. I'll just kind of recap for a second here until she gets back on. But guys, I wrote down some notes here from what she was saying, and some of the things that were really standing out to me that she was listing off.
Can you hear me, Kathy?
I was sitting here talking and I was freaking muted the whole time. But anyways, I'll just recap really quickly until she hopped back on to finish up the last little bit there. But a couple of the things that I really noticed as I was listening to what she was saying that really stuck out to me was, number one, she has a group running too. So when I had talked to her on the phone, like without me even saying anything to her, she has her own support and accountability group going on right now with like 50 or something people. I don't know. She added me to it too. Oh, there you are, Candy. Oh, is it working now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. You can finish up. I was just recapping for you while I was waiting for you to hop back on, so you can finish up your last couple points.
Well, I had it on the phone, and then the phone disconnected too. I'm like, what is wrong with my apartment? Anyway, just a couple more thoughts. This is my life today. It's just been like, you just got to keep going or laugh about it, because otherwise you'll cry. So anyway, in my group, I have found, and in life, that we need to see people where they are, not where we think they should be, or where we are ourselves, because that's just not where people are. Like Christy said, we need to listen and we need to meet them where they are in their journey and help them, because they, again, are looking for us to coach them and to inspire them and be there to support them along the way. So thanks for allowing me to speak. And I will leave you with this. Sometimes we can't see our own potential because we're stuck in the frame. So thank you.
I loved it. Awesome. You did perfect. Thank you so much, Candy. That was amazing. So what I was saying was a couple of things that really stuck out to me as I was listening to her, and you're going to see the common theme here when you hear these girls talk. I was saying earlier that she has her own like support and accountability group going on right now. This was without me saying anything to her. This is, again, her being like a self-starter, like being proactive and going. I think there's like 50 people or something like that in it. She added me into it too. And they're not all signed up with her, but it's just there for her to support everybody and give tips and motivation. And so now she's getting the hang of basically running a challenge group all on her own without anybody doing it for her or helping her, that's thinking like an entrepreneur, like being like an entrepreneur, taking those actions, being proactive, being your own boss, taking that ownership over your business that you're running. Another couple of things that she said that really stuck out too was that she said she's trying her best, but she's taking action. She's inviting every single day. She's inviting every single day. She didn't even have an Instagram account, but she took some time, learned about it. Now she's on Instagram. She's started to add to that. So she's starting to do these things that she's seeing other successful coaches in the network do. Like right off the bat, even though she's like, I don't really know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just going to do it anyways, and I'm going to learn as I go. And she's doing awesome with it. And more importantly, she said these last two things, she's showing up. And so by showing up, I mean like she's on these team calls. She's on these team calls, and she's busy. Like she's got a lot going on. She's at home like raising her daughter. She's got her full-time job, but she's showing up. And I think sometimes that's a piece that we forget. The most basic, simple piece is that you actually have to show up. So she's doing that. And I love the piece that she said about the sacrifice, because guys, you know me, I'm all about, that's like my jam, making those temporary sacrifices so that you can really, really see your potential. And knowing that it is just temporary. Somebody wrote down here too, Candy, I don't know if you saw it. I can unmute you. And Nikki wanted to know the 3 seasons. I missed that part. What did you say? Do you have that still, the information about the 3 seasons? If I can unmute you, can you just read that again real quick?
Yeah. There are 3 seasons. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. There are 3 seasons of timing for people. One of those is when they hurt enough that they have to, when they learn enough that they want to, or when they receive enough they are able to.
Okay, awesome. I really like that. If you wouldn't mind, like sometime either like tonight or tomorrow or whenever, if you could like share that in the team page, that would be awesome.
Okay.
I love that. I've never heard that one before. Thank you. Amazing. You guys are crushing this. Brand new coaches, guys. This is insane. Okay. So now let me go ahead over here. The next coach that I will let speak and inspire is Dana. And did I unmute you? Yeah, there you go. She actually was brave enough to be speaking on our coach sneak peek, guys, that we ran on Sunday night. We ran our coach sneak peek. There were a bunch of different coaches, and she, a brand new coach for the very first time, going live in this group with like 315 people, and she went live and she totally rocked it out. She did awesome. And so I asked her to speak tonight because she is totally killing it. She's an Emerald coach. I think she's already at like Success Club 6 or 8 like this month so far. So she's already signed up 3 or 4 people. She's on one of my Team Cup teams that I'm running, and she is all in, balls to the wall. So she's going to tell you guys a little bit about herself, when she started, and tell you guys what is working for her. So thanks, Dana.
All right, great. I'm so excited that you asked me to speak again after the debacle of last weekend. So I'm about as real as it gets, guys. There is nothing scripted about me. I wrote a bunch of notes, but I just wanted to kind of share from the heart. I started my journey with Beachbody July 24th-ish as a total discount coach, I think is what you guys call it. You know, you sign up for the discount. And I committed to doing 3 rounds of Shift Shop from like day one. From the girl who hadn't lifted a grocery bag, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this Shift Shop thing with that hot, badass guy and totally rock it out. Did I mention I'm probably the grandmother of the group? Just saying. So I just literally was like, oh, I got to do something. I have a full-time job that I love. I adore. I'm a successful director of a home care agency, and I love what I do. And I wanted to feel better about me. Went through like a really shitty divorce, mentally and emotionally. Something you'd totally read like on the weekend or watch on Lifetime, kind of what my life is. And had found myself like just making bad choices, like food-wise, fell into, you know, having alcohol on the weekend because it would just mask the pain. And then I found this like extremely amazing man. And I was like, well, all right, so I guess I don't need the Shield anymore. I got to get rid of the Shield. How do I do that? Found the Beachbody and totally committed to it. So let's fast forward. Did a few other things after my 3 commitments to the hot guy on Shift Shop, Chris Downing. I know he has my number. He just hasn't called yet. And he probably shouldn't now that I'm getting married. But anyways, I kind of went through, and selfishly, I thought, you know what, I need to start a group. I was in a group and it got really big and I was feeling lost. And I thought, you know what if I had my own tribe? Like, what if I had people that were part of my tribe and I could totally like make this work? What the hell? I mean, what did I have to lose, right? Everybody kept telling me, sign 2 people up, it'll pay for your shake. And I thought, my God, this is fabulous. I'll find 2 people to be part of my tribe. So there I was, I kind of tossed it around and I'm like, screw it, I'm going to do it. So I decided I'm going to do this. So I did. Probably the end of December, very beginning of January, I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to obviously have my own support and accountability group because that's how I am. So I started, like, literally in 2 days, I was like, okay, so I need to walk across the stage at Beachbody. So how do you do that? How exactly do you do that? Well, you literally stalk the shit out of people. That's how you do it. You literally go and to all the top people and you find out, how are they so damn successful? So I'm looking, I'm like, I'm not cute. I just recently found out where my abs are, and they haven't really come out. That's not going to sell anything. But it was my journey. I've lost over 30 pounds since July. I'm freaking killing it. I'm finding muscles and bones that I didn't know that I had. Girls, that's a whole nother conversation. Set up a call, Kathy, because it's like there's different parts that you have that maybe you know where it is. But my point is that people were seeing that. So I literally wanted to, they were like asking me this question. I'm like, hey, join my tribe. Like, you can find out more about it. So you have over 30 people in the tribe, and, some of them are not on doing the Beachbody, but they stalk the hell out of me, right? So I totally went along. I've been stalking people's websites. I've been taking stuff right off their websites. I actually, I had the Instagram. I had all those things, but I don't know how the hell to use it. So now I'm like learning how to use it. I didn't know you could use YouTube to figure stuff out. I feel like my grandmother right now. Let me just have some of this decaf tea. Hold on. So I found out how to use it. I figured out like what to do. I'm actually putting stories in it. And my 17-year-old son's friend was like, your mom's kind of like on Instagram a lot, huh? I was like, oh, there it is. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. And did you want to drink Shakeology, young man? So basically, I have taken things like applications. I learned how to do Linktree. I kept seeing all these people had this Linktree thing. And I was like, what the hell do you do with that? How do you do that? Learned how to do it, stole somebody's applications, took the words right out of it, threw some of my own words in it. And I was like, wha-bam, somebody's going to sign up with me, right? So now I have a Linktree. I don't know how the hell it works, but they click on a button and they're going to contact me, and then I'm going to contact them. So literally people, I see people out and they're like, oh my God, you look so good today. One of the directors from my other office was like, hey, are you selling Shakeology? I was like, well, yes, I am. And so now I got another person who wants to sign up with Shakeology. Like, people are falling in my, like, just posting, right? Like literally posting. And I swear to you, it's because Boomerang. Do you guys know what Boomerang is? Amazing, right? Did that for the first time. That's how I got a Shakeology. I'm telling you, I took my little Shakeology cup, I drank it, pressed the button on my phone that said Boomerang, and then literally was like, all right, I don't look that old or that bad. We'll put that up there. I put that up there, and all of a sudden I have somebody else who wants to do Shakeology. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I literally just stay consistent, and I have a day job that I have to be very in tune with. So I literally set times that I try to remember to just post something, whether, it's not a good time for a selfie in the office, or I'll just throw up a quote or something. I just try to stay consistent. I'm the type of person, like, when I'm all in, I'm all in. So I have 4 different calendar types, because every time somebody said to me, you should use this calendar and help you, do this. So I legit have 4 calendars, and a checklist and a folder and a binder. And so I finally had to be like, okay, this is crazy, right? You have to find what works for you and kind of downsize to whatever works for you. I got like super stressed out because I thought I had to walk across the stage by like Tuesday. So how did I do that for Tuesday was like my goal. So now I've just realized that I just need to keep being me and just keep showing people that the product works, that I literally glow. I feel like I glow. I'm so passionate about how I feel and the success. And I put my sweaty ass up every single day. It's rather pathetic. And if you'd like to join the tribe, please let me know. If you'd like a good laugh to pick yourself up every day, make yourself feel good. Yeah. So that's pretty much how, guys. And I follow all these leaders on Instagram, and and I'm the worst with names, so please forgive me. But like, I'm following somebody right now who spoke in our group. She has short black hair. She does the Insanity Live. Or maybe I just saw her in something. I don't know.
Obsessed. Oh, Danielle Natoni?
Yes. Yeah. That
She's
is
been around a long time.
that is like not real life right there. Okay. I'd like to achieve that. So at my funeral, if you girls could make sure they suck me all the way out and fix all this, that'd be great. But she's amazeballs, right? And she's doing all this like live stuff. And even if I take one inspirational thing from her and just apply it, that's kind of what I do. So it's just about consistency, and literally like just being me, like literally. And so I used to coach, I used to beat up cheerleaders is what I used to do, but I coached cheerleading for years, right? So now the funny thing is the moms are now starting to be in my group. They were like, hell, you did a great job with the girls. You know, I think I need you to kick my ass. I'm like, perfect, sign up. So there it is, guys. I'm about as crazy as they get in the sense of being super passionate, being super real. Like I posted on my website. Yeah, I don't have a website yet. I posted in my group that I literally went out the other day and bought like poise pads because I leak the entire freaking workout, okay? For 7 months, I was in denial. Denial is not just the river, ladies, okay? Legit, 7 months, I'm like, no, this isn't happening. I'd be soaking wet coming upstairs. That was not the sweat, okay? That was literally urine running down my leg. The other day, I decided I am going to be a big girl and I am going to buy myself some poise. Okay, literally took a picture of that shit, okay, and put it up in the group, okay. I had the best workout in 7 months. I was free. I jumped like a galloping gazelle, okay, across the freaking zoo. You don't even understand, okay. I have no embarrassment now. I proudly wear that shit because I'm telling you, it works. Just saying. So that's the kind of coaching you get from me. It's real, it's raw, it is what it is. You don't want to look at my sweaty ass? Don't. But if you do, jump on board the tribe and we will fly into the night together. I promise. I probably just took up 45 minutes.
No.
I talk a lot, sorry.
I am laughing so hard, I'm literally crying over here. Guys, I seriously have not had this much fun on a team call and like, I don't even know the last time, guys. This has been like the best one yet. Oh my God. Holy mother of God. See, guys, we don't need somebody who's been doing this for 10 years to make it fun and awesome. Like, look at how much we're learning. Like, this is it. These are our people. That was awesome, Dana. She's awesome. And as you can see, guys, she's just herself. Like, I've been writing down notes for all the girls. And hopefully you guys are too. But couple things that really stuck out to me that she said too, not to mention she's real. Like that the only way that you can really have success in this business is if you're you, like a total 100% you. And you want to be you because that's how you attract your people to you. So she's real, she's authentic, there's no candy coating, like she's funny. Again, just like the other two girls said, she just went out and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna just create my own tribe, right? And it started with a couple people, and now she's got more and more and more that she keeps adding. But again, it's when you create your own team group like that, it definitely makes it seem more real, and it gets you to take that more ownership versus, like, it is good to be like in like your uplines too if you want to, but it really makes it feel real when you are steering the ship and you have like your own group going. So she's got that going. I love how she mentioned how she discovered YouTube. So she takes advantage of that and learns from it. I love how she said she is learning Instagram and she's taking advantage of that and doing Instagram stories. Like she doesn't care. Like, you're going to mess up. Everyone messes up. I still mess up, but she's okay with that. And she learns from it and grows as each thing happens, right? I love how she mentioned she's consistent. So it's all about consistency is key in this business. So she's posting and sharing every single day. And at the end of the day, guys, no matter how many no's that you get, anybody who signs up with you is going to go to the coach who is consistent, no matter what they have going on in their life, no matter what struggles or hurdles they're trying to overcome. They are watching and they want to go with the coach who is there every day, that they know they can count on and that they know is reliable. And that is what they know what they're getting when they reach out to Dana. They know that they're getting somebody who's going to be there by their side every step of the way. And another thing I wanted to mention too about her is the all-in attitude. But not only just that, guys, is as you can see when you're listening to her, and the other girls too, the energy is contagious with these girls. Energy is what attracts people to you in this business. It's not the money. You could be making no money, but if you're showing up and you're sharing that energy and that enthusiasm all the time, that is what people want to be a part of. And so that's why they're having success bringing people on, because they can feel that. They can feel it in the posts. They can feel it in the posts. They can hear it in the messages behind the scenes and private messages, and face-to-face, even better. That's why if you can send voice messages to people, guys, that's another really good tip to do. And I love how she said that she's getting herself organized, treating it like a business in that way, with like her planner, planning out when she's working, tracking, things like that. So thank you so much, Dana. You totally killed it. Proud of you, girls. And last but certainly not least, we have one of Courtney's coaches who's also totally killing it, guys. Her name's Jackie. And I'm so thankful for you to be speaking with us tonight. So if you could do the same thing and share what's been working for you when you signed up, and just a little bit about you so the team can get to know you, that'd be awesome. I can unmute you if you don't know how to. Let me see. Find you here. Here we go. There we go. It's all you.
All right. Can you hear me? Because I'm on my little headset thing here.
Yes, I can. Yes.
The kids are sleeping. So that's a really hard act to follow, Dana. So I don't know how I'm going to like wrap this up after that, but I'm going to try it. So I met Courtney at a mom's group. Our youngest kids are the same age. And we did baby and mom yoga together also. So we're in these two different places. And so we were connected in the mom's group on Facebook. And then she reached out to me just as a friend, like, hey, what's up? And I was just following her. She didn't even reach out to me for like the Beachbody stuff. She was just like being herself, another mom. And so I'm following her. And the day that I was ready to message her to be like, girl, what are you doing? Because you look awesome and I want that. She messaged me. So I wasn't ready at that time. I still followed her for about a year after that. But after that year, I was like, I got to do this. I got to do something. I'm tired of sitting on the couch, watching TV, eating cookies and eating ice cream right out of the tub and not doing anything else. Part of that has to do with, I struggled with weight my whole life. I have a thyroid condition that like swings wildly from overactive to underactive. So I was overweight in high school. And then after I had my daughter, I was extremely underweight and I had a really hard time gaining the weight back. When I stopped nursing, it all like crashed back on top of me. And I was like, I got to do something that's consistent. And to be honest, this is the only thing that has ever worked for me that has been consistent always. Like I know what to eat, I know when to eat it, and then I'm burning off all the energy in the workouts. So, I signed up as a challenger and I rocked the first challenge tracker group. I was like in it every day and she's like, you can do this. So I signed up as a discount coach. It's like, hey, if I'm going to buy Shakeology every month, I might as well get a discount. So I did that for a few months. And then more recently, I was like, I could really do something with this. I have people reaching out to me, telling me how awesome I am. I have Courtney telling me how awesome I am. And so I just started messaging people. But my key is really, I start with myself. I do my workout every day. I drink my shake every day. I read or do some sort of personal development every day. And then I share about it. I share about it in my fitness groups. I'm a member of a couple of different ones, Courtney's Wellness Warriors and Craig Daigle's. He has one too. I like that one because there's some older women. Dana, I'm older, I'm over 40. So I like being, it's kind of hard sometimes when everybody's like 22. And I'm like, okay, my body doesn't work that way. So I post in those. I started using the Facebook stories and posting those and getting a lot of like feedback from that. And then I just reach out to those people that are liking and, looking at my stuff. I also, I see a theme here. I also started my own group with friends and family. So just people that were either inspired by me or that I was inspired by, like, hey, I like what you're doing. Hey, why don't we all just get together and share what we're doing that's working for us? Sharing recipes, sharing nutrition. What kind of workouts do you do? Some people are really outdoorsy people, so they're posting their snowshoeing adventures or their their 5K adventures or whatever it is, just so that there's a community of people sharing their journeys, their fitness, their health. My mom is now a customer. She's in one of my groups. My best friend, actually it was before I was a coach, I sent her to Courtney, but she's in the group and she's getting more involved now too. She's really excited. So just doing that simple, just reaching out to people that are already part of your network and doing your own things. I don't know. I just seem to we inspire each other. I post my shake, I post my meals, I post my sweaty selfies, and we talk about this is what's working. The other thing that I do though is that I also talk about what isn't working. I had a really crappy day today and all I wanted to do was drink a bottle of wine. And I didn't because I'm on 80-day obsession, so I can't have wine right now. So instead I drank my herbal tea. But that's what I really wanted to do. Or my kids are driving me crazy and I found this great book that, helps steer me to positivity instead of I'm going to just, run away and never talk to anybody again. So, and then the other thing that I do is a power half hour. I work full time also. I get up really early so I can get my workout in before I go to work. I work 8.5 hours, sometimes longer. I work in public service. I work for the government. So that is really stressful and I have to be on while I'm there. I can't really be focused on anything else. I come home, we have dinner, I get the kids in the shower, I make lunches, and then it's time for them to go to bed. And now it's like, okay, now I need to go to bed. So I do a power half hour. I don't have time for a full hour. And I set my timer. I do 5 minutes finding new people. I do 10 minutes messaging people. I do 10 minutes following up with people I've already talked to. And then I do another 5 minutes of just scrolling through Facebook and liking things or commenting on things or just sending quick messages. Hey girl, how you doing? And I had a bad week last week, but I've been pretty consistent over the last 3 weeks about doing it every night before bed. And I'm, I get a lot of people that are like, hey, what's this all about? So, my cousins are reaching out to me, which is unusual because the warm market tends to be a little bit like, what are you doing? You're asking me to join a cult. I don't want any part of that. But it's nice because they're on their own journeys and now they're like, hey, that's working for you. What are you doing? I want to do that too. So, and then of course we have this awesome tribe that I can always come back to. So that's it. That's all I do.
I love it. No, that was perfect. And guys, one of the key takeaways that I wrote down for her too is that she does a power half an hour. See, that's the beauty about this business is that it can be whatever you want it to be. And at the end of the day, you have to do what works best with your schedule. You only have so much available time in the day, And so the fact that she has her full-time job and that she's got the kids and she's got all this stuff going on, at least she sits down instead of being like, oh, screw it, I'm not doing anything. She has a focused power half an hour, which is exactly the same thing that you do during a power hour, except condensed down to a half an hour. So she's still doing those key vital behaviors to build her business, which is actually getting out there and messaging people. She said that right when she was talking to you guys, that she's out there messaging people every day. She's taking advantage of Instagram stories. So she's connecting with a lot of the people on there who are watching her and viewing her stories, which that's how I'm finding a lot of success these days too. I love how she mentioned that she takes care of herself first. So she does her first, gets her workout in. I love how she mentioned with the personal development, she does that. She can use what she's learned in that to then now share on social media. That's a really excellent way to add value to people is by, sharing what you're learning in your personal development. And again, too, just like the 3 other girls said, she has her own group going. So it's more real. It's more like, wow, this is my thing. This is my tribe. This is my business. I have that ownership over this by running her own group. And I really like how she mentioned too, how it's all about when the time is really right for them, right? Because as much as we want to move our businesses forward and help all the people and want people to do it now, at the end of the day, it's really just not about us. It's more about the other person. And when the time is right for them, trust me, if you're that reliable coach, they're going to come back to you. I can't tell you guys how many people have come to me over the years, their coach has quit in the past, or they were following somebody else, but then they stopped and they couldn't count on them. But if you're that constant person, like these girls are being every day, people are going to come to you. You're going to help people. You're going to inspire people. You're going to motivate people, and you're going to build a business over time. So you girls totally did an amazing, amazing job tonight. This was an awesome, awesome call. I had a lot of fun. I'm really proud of you guys. I mean, you were all so natural. It's like this was your first time speaking on a team call. That's pretty cool. So does anybody have any last minute, like 2 questions before we let you go for the night? To any of the girls, any last minute closing things? Nope. All right, cool. Well, hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and we will see you next week. I have another awesome call lined up for you guys next week. Don't miss it. All right. Thanks, girls. Love y'all. Bye.